Hello, my friend, and welcome back with this video. We're gonna finally understand how to distinguish between conoscere and sapere. Why is that? Because this is a tricky topic, not a major grammar one, but still it's a tricky topic when it comes to the what I like to call conversational Italian knowledge, let's say. So these two verbs are pretty similar in the sense that they both translate to know. I know Mike, conosco, Mike, which conosco comes from conoscere, and I know that Susan should arrive in 2 hours. So, which comes from sapere, che Susan dovrebbe arrivare tra 2 ore. So, how do we know when to use which one? Well, luckily for you, you hired the best on the market, and I managed to come up with a hack, one of the famous hacks of mine. Drum rolls, please. All right. Can you sort of is key here. Can you sort of rephrase it with to be familiar with? If so, then go ahead and use conoscere. If you cannot rephrase to know with to be familiar with, if you cannot incorporate at least the concept, that's why I wrote sort of. If you cannot incorporate the concept to be familiar with in your sentence, then you're going to use sapere. I know it sounds confusing, but let's take a look at a couple of examples, the same ones that I mentioned a couple of slides earlier. I know Mike. Can you say, or can you at least phrase it in your brain with, I'm familiar with Mike? Yeah, sort of. Sort of we can, at least as a foreigner, I would say it makes sense. The logic, it makes some sort of sense. So we're going to say conosco Mike. But we definitely cannot say, I'm familiar with Susan should arrive. It doesn't work. Not at all. We cannot do that. So this is going to be definitely sapere. Right? So you've seen multiple hacks of mine. This is probably the less accurate because I know that this structure, to be familiar with a person, is probably not natural to you. But let's say that it's way less severe to use it here than with sapere. Okay. Now again, I know I said sort of. So let me give you a few scenarios and a nicer definition, quote unquote definition. So conoscere. Conoscere typically means to know in the sense of being familiar, sorry, it is what it is, with something or someone. It is used to express familiarity or acquaintances with people, places, or things. And can also be used to express knowledge of a particular subject. Let me add something, deep knowledge in many cases. So, conosco bene questa città. You can rephrase it with, I'm familiar with this city. Definitely, you can. Conosci il mio amico Luca? Do you know my friend Luca? In the sense, are you familiar with my friend Luca? Okay, you're probably not allowed to say familiar with a person, but you get my point. Or maybe I'm wrong, and you can. Who knows? Non conosco bene la storia dell'arte. I don't know art history very well. I'm not familiar with art history very well. Again, this is conoscere. Okay, place, people, subject. I don't have a deep knowledge. Non conosco. Okay. Sapere, on the other hand, typically means to know in the sense of having information or knowledge about something, but a less deep knowledge. It is used to express knowledge of facts, random facts, skills. We talked a lot about sapere when we talked about can, right? If you don't remember about that, go back and watch the video about can. Or abilities. So che domani pioverà. I know that it will rain tomorrow. I'm aware, let's say, that it will rain tomorrow. Sai suonare la chitarra. Do you know how to play the guitar? Do you master the skill playing the guitar? And non so parlare spagnolo. I don't know how to speak Spanish. Or, yeah, I don't master the skill of speaking Spanish, okay? These are the main differences, conoscere and sapere. And overall, if you implement this hack that I just give you, your life is going to be way easier. Now, give me this one. I know this area of the city. Area is either area or zona, up to you. They're definitely equivalent. I'm going to give you 30 seconds for this one. Done? Awesome. Translation should be, conosco questa zona della città. I'm not familiar with this area of the city. I'm familiar, with this area of the city. Yes, you can. I don't know what to do to solve the problem. To solve is risolvere. I really hope you enjoyed that clip. And if you want to watch the full length video, you can find it in my media library, which is part of my mentoring program. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Now, that being said, in the description box down below, you can find a few useful links to my mentoring program, to some free material, and so on. Have an amazing day, and I will see you very, very soon.